Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Rama Siva and I'm a person who used to stutter with shame, embarrassment and pessimism. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why is it that sometimes you stutter and sometimes you don't, and why with some people you stutter and with others you don't. I got a message from a friend of mine. That person is someone who has been on a speech therapy program for a few years, and with that group of people, this person doesn't stutter at all. But with his partner, this person stutters. So what can you do? Stuttering is one of the most difficult things to get out of. It takes such immense courage, determination, persistence, and such strong willpower that it almost broke me. About 11 years ago, I couldn't say my name, I couldn't say hello on the telephone, and yet I could speak to any person who stuttered with perfect confidence and ease. So why was that? Despite being at my worst stuttering moments, I could speak to anyone who stuttered on this program without a single issue. That led me to leaving that program, because if I couldn't speak to someone important or someone who I wanted to impress, and yet I could speak perfectly well to anyone on that speech therapy program, then there was something going on. Breathing is fundamental to getting out of stuttering. You can do chest breathing, and if it works for you, carry on. But if it is causing anxiety, stress, and causing you panic attacks, hyperventilation, then I would recommend that you try belly breathing. After learning how to breathe and then speak, you obviously have found a group of people with whom that you are comfortable speaking with, and you are able to speak with them without any issues. But with someone who you want to impress, or perhaps with your own partner, you are struggling. So what do? How can you merge the group of people with whom you don't have a problem speaking with the people whom you are struggling with? How do you do that? First of all, analyze what you did to get to the level to speak to the group of people who stutter. Did you learn to use techniques? Did you learn to speak slower? Were you able to, or were you encouraged to, speak using letting go of the block technique, or were you encouraged to speak 1 or 2 or 3 words per breath? And did you see how your confidence was growing and growing to now you're able to speak to anyone who stutters, regardless of who or whatever program they're on? If you know they stutter, you will find your speech is at a supreme level. I found that out very quickly on. On my first day video, you will see that I did not stutter. I looked hesitant, maybe nervous, but I actually did not stutter. Why should I stutter? I was in a room full of stutterers. They were all at my level. They were all there because they stuttered. Otherwise, why would they be on a speech therapy program? So from the day one, I realized that, actually I did not realize, but I was aware that I could speak to anyone who stuttered without any problems. My problem was speaking to attractive girls, ladies who I found attractive, because girls, ladies who I did not find attractive, I did not stutter. And with my boss, I would stutter. I would block, hesitate, repeat, say us. I would avoid words, change words. I would do everything like a mouse. So after you recognize that you're doing something specifically with a group of people that you're comfortable with, the people who stutter, you speak to them in a different way. You must know that, and it's obviously on a subconscious level. If you can bring more awareness, bring more attention to the way you speak with your partner, with your boss, and decide that you're not going to let the stutter rule your life, and that you are going to stutter like a lion, and you choose to speak the way you want to in every single situation, you will soon see that you can speak any word, any time, with anyone, if you go to a level of self-awareness, self-discipline. And then it's Freedom Day for you. Freedom Day in the UK is July the 19th, where we can take off our masks and run around free from restrictions. Now, what does Freedom Day for a stutterer look like? For me, I would say Freedom Day came around the time of my son's birth, because I went on to the radio station for the first time and I spoke using techniques. By my choosing to use techniques and showing to the world my shameful secret, it released me from the opinions of other people. It showed that I no longer cared about what people thought about my stuttering. So if you're finding you're struggling with your stuttering in the real world and with coaches, with other people on the speech therapy program, you're finding your speech is excellent, then what you need to do is to merge those two circles together. So what you need to do is to analyze yourself, what you're doing with those people who stutter, and do the same thing with the people who you stutter uncontrollably with. You will realize that you speak slowly. You will realize that you're more conscious about the words you choose when you speak to those group of people. You will realize that they give you time to speak. And if it's your partner, you explain exactly what you're doing. You realize that you use techniques such as letting go of the block technique. You realize that you use stuttering on purpose, like a lion, when you're speaking to the other people who stutter, which you don't with your partner and other people who you stutter uncontrollably with. So if you analyze what you do with the people who you don't stutter with and the people who you do stutter with, then you'll start to realize that it's your own mind that is causing you the distress. And Freedom Day will be very close to you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a like. Please write a comment if you really enjoyed it. And if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, please do send me an email, DM me on Instagram or Facebook, and I will make you a video just like I did today.